Our first guest tonight is an Emmy and Peabody Award-winning producer, a New York Times best-selling author, and the host of Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen, which airs Sunday through Thursday nights on Bravo. Please welcome back to the show our good friend, Andy Cohen.
It's so good to see you again.
I got to see you recently. I got to do your show on St. Patrick's Day.
That was so fun.
It's so much fun. No, it's
we
always,
didn't get drunk enough.
You know the thing?
Especially considering the weight of the date.
It was St. Patrick's Day, and I'm always
Yes.
very excited to go to your show because I do feel like it's a professional excuse to get drunk.
I do too.
Yeah.
Yes.
But you know, your show, and I say this as a huge compliment, the pace is breakneck. It moves so fast.
Yes,
it's
I have a
over
short
so
attention
fast.
span.
Yeah.
So it's about if I can keep myself engaged for 30 minutes,
Yeah.
then it's good. That's why I'm
but
always changing the
sometimes,
topic.
you know, it's like trying to have a drink, I would imagine, during speed dating, where there's no time to actually get the wine in your mouth because you only have 5 minutes with your
Yeah,
drinks.
somehow I'm able to get the sips in. I know when to drink.
You know what? That's where I should learn from you.
Yeah,
as I watch.
exactly.
Last time you were here, and it was before the pandemic, and we were celebrating the 10th anniversary of Watch What Happens Live.
Yeah.
13 years now.
13 years.
Really amazing.
Here we are. I know. I can't believe we're still going. It's great. I'm so lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel the same way, and we're at 8.
Yes.
You know, in the thing, and again, going back to just the way the show moves and the flow of it, it does not seem like it's a show you could do if you were bored with it.
That's true.
Yeah.
Although, have you hit a wall yet? Was there ever a point in your 8 years where you were like kind of ticking a box?
I think I will say that if I got close to it, the pandemic reset the clock. You know what I mean? Like,
yes, of course.
Because all of a sudden you go back and you appreciate everything a lot more.
Absolutely. You're like,
Yeah.
whoa, I'm so lucky to have this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas right before the pandemic, I remember saying like, God,
Right.
I
I'm
dare
done.
you to do something.
Right. Yes.
And
I'm
so I
done.
do.
Congratulations on your book.
Thank you very much.
By the way.
Joe's not here anymore.
Yeah. Right. We are really enjoying it.
This is your 3-year-old son, Ben.
Yes, I emailed you. I was a little upset because there are a lot of words in the book.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
Going back to your attention span.
I lodged a formal complaint with Seth because when he hands me a super wordy book, I'm like, oh, really? This is what you want? There's a book called Big Bug and Little Bug.
Okay.
There is not even an author credited. It is such a pamphlet, but he loves it. And it's literally like, a little bug fell in a hole he dug.
Yeah.
Next page. And I'm like, want to read Little Bug, Big Bug?
So you try to push. You try to push the simple stuff.
Yeah.
The most heartbreaking thing is when someone says, when you write an illustrated children's book that is 32 pages, and someone said, we started it.
No.
Yeah.
Someone has said that
Someone
to
has
you?
said to me, like, we started it. I'm like, started it?
That is terrible. Wow. And when Jimmy Fallon said that to you, you said what?
I said what I always say. I'm like, you're the man, Jimmy. Whatever you say, boss. Your mom, I know, is a huge fan of your entirety, your being. But does she still watch the show 13 years in?
She does. I mean, and she has very mixed reviews about my show.
That's so lovely.
Always. We had her most recent gripe, which really she was on for a while. We had Laura Linney and Kristen Davis on one night.
Very nice combo.
Two great actresses. And my parents are big Ozark fans. And we played a game called Have They Crapped Their Pants? Where I showed them a celebrity, and they had to guess whether the celebrity had, in fact, publicly admitted to crapping their pants.
Yeah.
Fun game, right?
It is a fun game.
There's a play-at-home factor.
Yeah.
And so my mom was so mad at me for smearing Laura Linney in that way and bringing her down to my level. I did not hear about the texts I got were so brutal, and then it was bad.
Do you look back at that and think you should have known better once you knew you had someone your parents loved, like Laura Linney? Should you have like pushed Crap My Pants a show?
No, because I think it's the dichotomy of someone so brilliant as Laura Linney and playing the game with her.
You're right.
I think, I think we did the right thing, and I'm sorry I upset my mother.
But You put the show first, and
I
hopefully she
do.
respects. I will say, I think of all the interviews Laura Linney's ever done, that's the only time she's played that game.
You think?
I think that might be. Wow. Hey, it was so joyous to us. Anything that happens these days that is just pure
Positive,
joy.
yes.
And even though this wasn't necessarily positive, you were pretty upset, but this is you and Anderson, New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
You got a little bit.
Oh, you have the clip?
We had a clip.
Oh,
yeah.
boy.
I mean,
Okay.
I got to be honest, Andy. We've shown it a lot. We never get tired of it. And I would like. Here's. You'll know what this is about in a second.
Watching Mayor de Blasio
Don't go on a rant.
do his
Don't go on a rant.
victory lap dance after 4 years of the
This is how you want to
crappiest
start the
term
new year.
as the mayor of New York. The
That's how
only
you wanna
thing
start the new
that
year?
Democrats and Republicans can
That's
agree
how-
on
I mean,
is
this is
what
how-
a horrible mayor he
how
has
he-
been. So, sayonara, sucker.
I mean, I will say, message aside, it is you and Anderson complement each other so well. And that is my favorite thing to watch, is that two-shot of friendship. While you are, and while you just felt like he would
was
step in.
pulling my hood. He was pulling me by the hood. And what I forgot about that clip is that I didn't forget, but how hoarse I was.
Yes.
Because I had really been on my soapbox at that point for 4 or 5 hours. I was like, and Journey's fake.
Yeah.
The new Journey's fake.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's so
I
great.
was-
When
yeah.
you hear someone yelling that hoarse, it actually makes you feel better about the fact you're getting yelled at, because you're like, I think they do a lot of yelling.
Yeah, exactly. I know. We got in the car after, and we were leaving Times Square, and I went on Twitter, and I looked, and that clip was on Twitter, and I was like, this is this de Blasio thing, and I was watching it, and I had fully forgotten or not realized that I said sayonara sucker, and I turned to Anderson, and I go, I said sayonara sucker, and he goes, yep, you did. I'm like, oh my God.
It really is the perfect button.
But by the way, has there ever been a safer target
I
than
know.
trashing Mayor de Blasio?
It was on
at
New
the
Year's
end?
Eve in
I
Times
know,
Square,
in Times
everything.
Square. I do regret saying that he had been mayor for 4 years, because it was a very long 8 years.
Yes, exactly.
And I hate making an error, and that was an error. That was the one error I made.
I think people forgive it. I have a lot more to ask you about. We'll be right back with more from Andy Cohen after this.